welcome. Today's video is about connection, connecting with yourself and connecting with other people. I just went on a workshop last week and it tied in a lot of stuff that I do in my own work in coaching and hypnotherapy and brought it more to the arena of public speaking. And the thing was that struck me is that this isn't just relevant for talking in front of an audience. It's relevant if you want to connect with people you don't know, people you do know, people that are maybe casual acquaintances. And the advantage is when you connect with them, you're in a more profound kind of communication. You're more likely to be able to understand one another more fully. So the principle of what I'm talking about is allowing yourself to feel emotions fully. By that I mean often when people go and meet or speak in public, maybe they're meeting people they don't yet know, they get some anxiety and they try and hide their nerves. They do everything they can to push those nerves away, to get them as far away from them as they can. And this kind of logically makes sense if you're speaking in public or you're meeting a group of strangers, or maybe you're meeting your boss, you have an important meeting or some clients. It makes sense that you don't want to feel nervous. That most people would agree on. And yet the funny thing is, in our effort to not feel the emotion, we give it more energy. You may have heard the old saying, what you resist persists. And it's very true. So if you just play this little mind game, I want you not to think of a red cat. Do not think of a red cat in a little red tree going meow. Don't think of it, whatever you do. And of course it comes to mind. So when you're doing your best not to feel something, not to feel stressed, not to feel anxious, you're in fact adding energy to it. And what I'm suggesting is that you get in touch with how it feels in your body, so that you feel that emotion, you feel that sensation fully. And by doing that, it allows it to process. Now, how can this help with connecting with other people? Well, it doesn't just come with if you're feeling like a strong emotion. It comes with when you speak to another person, it's good to be fully connected to your body, to your feelings. Because often what happens when we're talking to somebody is that either we're very much in our head thinking, do we agree with what they're saying? Is this right? Is this wrong? Shut up, I want to speak. Whatever it could be. And that is like a layer of thought in between you and that other person. Or something that also happens is that sometimes you put 100% of your attention on that other person. And this is, again, it kind of logically makes sense. You know, if I really want to connect with the other person, wouldn't it make sense to give them 100% of your attention? The thing is, it's not actually the case. So what I mean by this, if you've ever been in a social situation and you've been talking to somebody and you kind of get the vibe they want something from you, maybe they're leaning in a little bit too much, or they're laughing at jokes that aren't funny, they're just very much seeking approval or needy. It isn't a very attractive quality, and it kind of builds a barrier between you and that other person. So by keeping your attention on yourself, not fully, I'm talking about between 50 and 70% on your feelings in your body, not your thoughts, but your actual physical sensations. Like right now I can feel my feet on the ground, I can feel my stomach, and I can feel a sensation in my chest. So I'm keeping some awareness on my physical body, not in my head, not on my thoughts, not in my stories about how good the video is, will people watch it, will people like it, not that, but my actual physical body. And of course some of my energy is directed to the audience, you, the people watching this, but not completely, because I want to be grounded. I want to be connected to my feelings. And you know when you meet somebody and they seem very sure of themselves, they seem very grounded. That term grounded, I mean, literally it means you are physically connected to the ground. You can feel the sensation of the earth beneath your body. And when somebody has that, it's very reassuring, because it doesn't seem as though they're wanting anything from us. You're giving the other person space to connect with you without leaning in too much. And this honestly can make a huge difference to the relationships you have with friends, with family, with people that perhaps you are a little bit nervous of speaking to. Maybe you have an important meeting or some clients that you'd like the situation to go well. And I'm inviting you to try this out, to connect with yourself. It may seem a little bit counterintuitive, and to clarify, I do not mean, when I say connect with yourself, I do not mean the stories. I do not mean, oh, I'm feeling really scared and it could be this and it could be that. That's not what I'm talking about. That's the abstract, that's the narrative. That's what we make up to backwards rationalize the feeling that we're feeling. I'm talking about the physical sensations in your body. So give this a try and see the difference that it makes. See how you connect with people. Like, even if you're going to the shop, you want to buy something, you're going to Starbucks, you're buying a coffee. Just try this when you speak to the cashier or the person helping in the store. Just try connecting with yourself and speaking to them in this manner, and connect about 50%, 70% of your energy on yourself and the other percentage on them, and see the difference that it makes. Give that a go. Experiment with this. Let me know how you get on, and please share the video if you enjoyed it. Bye.